If you ever had any class in Tuttle Hall on Saint Augustines College, you know this sound. Can someone tell me what this word means? I'll wait. Okay. So, for those of you who does not know, the Lieutenant Colonel Knowles, Professor of Military Science at Saint Augustine's College, then now University, that was just a demonstration of what we often saw as cadets. And everyone in here is, 110% correct about this guy.
Number one is character. You are such a man of character. You are the embodiment of it. As Summer spoke, it's not about words, but it is about the actions. Over time, over your life, a continual example set by character. Number two is capacity. I am another one of a fatherless child that as much as you were into her, you had the capacity in your heart, deep in your soul, to pour into me at a time when I did not have a clue about who I was or who I could be. And finally, calling. You are a man intent on living out your calling and also pulling each of us into our callings. And so, sir, I salute you. I love you. I appreciate you. You have no idea of the reach of your legacy by the seed you have planted in the lives of so many people that also live through our children, and I believe our children's children and children's children's children. Because of you. Happy birthday. I love you much.
First of all, I'd like to say, Dean Knowles, Colonel Knowles, Saint Augustine's College. And I'm gonna say run-ins, but we've all had, Dean Knowles was somebody that you loved him, you hated him, but you loved him again.
I was searching for somebody to look up to and to celebrate a new joy that was coming into our life. So, on the drive to the hospital to welcome our daughter into the world, we called Colonel Knowles just to let him know our angel was on the way.
I want to let y'all know that everything that Colonel Knowles is, a lot of that I have myself to contribute to. So some of this debt has to be repaid to me. Proverbs 27:17 is one of my favorite proverbs. As iron sharpens iron, so one man sharpens another. I've had to look back at myself and say, I'm not gonna let him down as well as myself. I'm gonna give 110% of my effort.
I think I broke my glasses, and I was probably sophomore in college, too proud to call my parents. And he saw me squinting. Young man, why are you squinting? Why are you squinting? Why are you squinting? Like, what are you looking through your nose? What's going on with you? I said, I broke my glasses. He said, here, take this. I said, you don't have to give me that. He was like, I know I don't have to, but I want to. And he said, don't worry, you're gonna pay me back. I said, okay. And he said, and then I remember he's been there for me the last almost 30 years now. And cancer, divorce, birth of my children, marriages, the death of my mother. He's family.
He knows, but he saw something in me, or he saw something in people that said, you know what? I'm not going to let you fail, and you're not going to fail. We're going to find a way for you to succeed, and he gave us that.
That 1 hour conversation led me to the fire department with a great career. That 1 hour conversation led me to 2 doctorate degrees. conversation led me back into education. And that 1 hour conversation led me to one of the largest homeschool programs in Southern Maryland. That 1 hour conversation have created a homeschool program for African American children that is now breaking the pipeline from school to prison.
I remember the exact words, quote unquote. If I hear your name involved in one more thing, I'm gonna say, man, you say I love you, I care about you, so I'm gonna have all your stuff set out on 13, 15, over 9. And he's saying, you're gone, son. It was just that simple. I know my parents was not gonna have that, so that kind of helped me get on the straight and narrow.
The human existence requires us to be seen, validated, and heard. You see us, you validate us, you hear us. Community is what keeps us thriving. And we're so distant from that nowadays. And this is all because of you and your persistence for community. Thank you for seeing us.
I'm a man of God, right? And I believe everybody in here loves God on some level. But when you look over your life, you often wonder, am I doing enough to make God happy? How do you really know? I think that answer has been made clear to me. Because he's placed somebody in my life who became the living word. And what I mean by that is, I don't have to look far to see what God looks like. I don't have to look far to understand what service is. I don't have to look far to understand what a father is to those he never gave birth to. We go back 25 years, man. We had some ups, we had some downs. And you've been loyal, you've been faithful. And you served in a way that I don't even know if it's fair for everybody that's witnessing this right now. As far as your mentees are concerned, you apply too much pressure, man. I'm sitting there and I'm like, I'm his favorite, I'm his favorite. I thought I was his favorite, right? And I'm hearing all my brothers and my sisters, and they like, he made everybody feel like they were his favorite. And I'm like, man, what better way to live your life so that, and all I kept thinking was, I'm like, this is not a funeral, this is a birthday celebration. And he's getting to witness. I love you, man. I love you. Happy birthday.